Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly online team training call. So tonight we are joined by Executive District Manager Kerri Westley and District Manager Holly Brown, who are training us this evening on Grow Your Belief, Grow Your Vision, Grow Your Business. Now, Kerri has been in Arbonne for just over a year, and previously to Arbonne, she has had experience with Avon, and here's a mum to three lovely children, one who is still tiny. I'm not sure how old he is now, Kerri.
5 months.
5 months. So 5-month-old who's on the floor next to her. And we have Holly, who works as a play specialist at Peterborough Hospital, who fits Arbonne in alongside her busy career, working with children to help settle them for operations and procedures. I think that's right, Holly.
That was nicely put.
And how long have you been with Arbonne?
6 months.
6 months. So 6 months, District Manager, sponsored by Alison Hutchinson, Area Manager, and Kerri is sponsored by Area Manager in Qualification, Megan Bryson. So we get to hand over to you lovely ladies for our training.
Thank you. Okay. So this evening we're focusing on growing your belief to grow your vision, to grow your business. So we've broken belief down into 3 sections. We believe that we need to have belief in the product, the business, and in yourself. So we're going to talk about belief in the products first. Kerri Westley.
So, are you a product of the product? Oh, I've scared him. Are you a product of the product? Are you actually using all the Arbonne products? Is there anything in your bathroom? If you went up there now and looked, is there any products in there that could be replaced with Arbonne? Do you have hand creams or lip balms in your handbag that are not Arbonne? Do you speak about the products with passion and conviction? Because if you're using the products, you will have a story to tell about those products. So are you saying it with passion and conviction? So what's in your bathroom now? So everyone just have a think about what is upstairs, because I bet a lot of us would be able to say, oh, well, there's this or this that I shouldn't be buying from wherever you're buying it from now. I should be buying it from Arbonne. Now, we have done a call to action on every single slide. So for this one, for your belief in the products, because we need to remember, guys, these are the most amazing products you can buy. We are paid to use them, and we recommend them and sell them to our friends and family, so we should be using them. I always say to my team, if you were walking around Aldi and saw Mr. J Sainsbury's walking around there shopping, you're never going to shop in Sainsbury's, are you? So if you're walking around in Boots or Clinique or Debenhams or anything like that with makeup, skincare, your friends and family are not going to be buying from your shop. They're going to be buying from the shop that you're shopping in. So a lot of people, when they say, oh, why, my friends and family aren't buying Arbonne, well, are you? So that's what you need to be thinking to yourself. So call to action is grab the brochure out and circle everything that you haven't currently tried or that you're not using. And this needs to go in your order, like your wish list of things that you want to try. Because there is so many amazing products in that catalogue. And have you tried them all? Are you speaking from experience?
Lovely. I did mean to say at the beginning, please make sure you've got your notebooks, because we want you to do these call to actions. So make a note of them right now. So belief in the business. Are you proud to be an Arbonne independent consultant? Somebody asks you what you do and what is this Arbonne thing all about, do you get that moment where you're like, oh, they're going to make fun of me, or oh, I don't know what to say? Because if you have that little niggle or that little moment of hesitation, they're going to see it. So if you do have that niggle, it maybe just means that you need to go to another DA or watch somebody's DA or read or listen to one of the audios that I'm going to suggest in a minute, and really, really build up your own belief in what you're doing. Because once you have full belief in not only network marketing as a whole, but Arbonne specifically, that's going to shine out of your face. Do you know how incredible our compensation plan is? So just think of the Strong Start and the Growth Start programs. They are, number one, going through a transition because Arbonne's reevaluated them and they're changing them for us. Amazing. But they've been set up to give you targets so that you can build yourself a really strong foundation in your business. That's enough of a reward as it is. But on top of that, they're then like, oh, well done, you did it. Here, have a load of free stuff. Like, that's incredible. And if you think of the incentive trips, it's just as possible for me to get to Mexico as it is Zoe, who is a region vice president about to go nation, because of the way they've set it up. It's all about your central district. So they've made it fair across the board. Arbonne is incredible. Go and have a look at the compensation plan if you're not exactly sure how you move up along the levels, and get yourself kind of really keyed in on how good we are. Do you attend all the trainings and meetings? If you don't need the meeting needs you. So if you see that the plan of the training at region training next month, oh, you already know that, you've heard that a million times, I'm not going to go. How are you going to feel if you go to the next training and you've brought a load of guests and there's just a couple of people sat in the room and it looks really rubbish? Think about the atmosphere at training on Monday. It was incredible. There were so many people there and we're all buzzing. That's what you go for. If you don't think that you need the meeting, it's because the meeting needs you. It's because you're a really powerful person. So come and support everybody. So the call to action on this page, these are kind of essential readings or audios: GoPro by Eric Worre and the 45-second story presentation by Don Failer. They go through exactly what, step by step, what network marketing is all about. So especially real newbies, they're kind of the first things that you want to be looking at. Plus Making the Shift by Darren Hardy and Is It Working Your Network Marketing, first word, and it's underneath the pictures, by Jim Rohn. Anyway, these are all on the 10 steps to starting your business. Look at all of these. These are not personal development. These are business readings and audios that are essential, but this is not personal development. Personal development is the stuff that we're going to go on to. That's really important to understand. Personal development is what we're going on to now. So, do you visualize yourself as an ENVP? Can you see it now? Somebody said, and I believe it was the lovely Emma Dickinson, who I first heard this from, is do you carry yourself as the ENVP that you imagine? And I've started doing this now. When I go like clothes shopping now, I only actually purchase something if I think I would wear it as an ENVP. So I'm already literally physically visualizing myself as an ENVP. Can you see yourself there? Because if you can't see yourself there, the universe can't either. So you need to get inside your head and see it. Kerri.
Have you written down your goals as well? This is so important. When I first joined, I just thought, I'll get there. And that was my goal. I wasn't crystal clear. Come January, I thought, right, I'm doing the 30-day detox. So I'm going to watch The Secret every day for 30 days alongside it. And it has made me absolutely 100% crystal clear on what it is I'm going for. So for me, my goal has always been, I didn't want my husband working 2 jobs anymore, but I didn't know what I had to achieve for him to leave one of the jobs. So do you know what you need to be doing? Do you know what level you need to be at? Do you know what your team needs to look like? Do you know what you need to be bringing in every single month QV wise? Be really, really clear. My office has gone from a tiny little corner to the whole width of this room. It's just gone crazy in here. I've got vision boards, goals. I've got my monthly goal, 6 monthly goal, and my end of year goal. And it's so clear now. There's dates, there's everything. So does your office look like that? Are they clear? Does everyone know in your house as well what the goal is and what you're going for?
And once you know what those goals are, you can then write daily affirmations that are going to bring those goals further towards you. So that's 6 daily affirmations written on my bathroom mirror. And they're actually for all areas of my life, because my life isn't just Arbonne. It mainly is, but I want Holly to be completely well-rounded. So once you know what your goals are really specific, and they need to be in the present tense. And if you're saying them every day and feeling them, they're going to manifest themselves. It's magical, but we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a minute. I don't want to step on toes. Yeah, sorry, Kerri.
Oh, it's vision boards now, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I need to do a click. My bad. There we go. Yeah, and it's here on my side of the screen. So the top bit is my vision board. So you can see there's a Mercedes on there. I've got my reg for my vehicle. I've got bits and pieces that I would have in my house. My family is really important. I've got holidays on there. I can see that so clearly. I know exactly what that looks like. And then at the bottom, I've got some more affirmations that are in at the very, very bottom of the picture. You can see a little jar with a ribbon on it, and that's my dream jar. And inside it is there's about 15 or 16, or I think it's up to 17 now, goals in there. So they are like further affirmations. So each day I pick one out, and that's the one that I then focus on that day. And I usually do go to sleep. So as I'm falling to sleep, I think about that one that I've pulled out. So this is on top of the ones that are stuck on my bathroom mirror. So that's kind of my main focus at the minute. And Kerri's looks a little bit different.
So this is my first ever visual vision board. I've had one in my head all this time, but this is the first time I've actually done one. And Laura did buy it for me, bless her, because she was like, right, Kerri, you need to get a vision and it needs to be down on paper. So I sat here for hours, and I actually really, really enjoyed doing it. And I got the family involved as well. So mine has got my family house on there, my dream kitchen, all just little dream holidays, the kids' playroom. My husband's got a man cave. He was really happy when that one went up, so he didn't mind pinning it on the wall that evening. It's got me with my team in a spa that I've treated them to. It's got us all just cozying up on a winter's day in front of a fireplace, having real good quality family time. And then underneath is like my visual for my team. So that's on my walls. So I visualize them sponsoring people, how much QV they're going to bring in. So they tell me their goals of how many people they want to bring in this month and how much QV. And then I sit here and I visualize it as well, of them sponsoring people. And it does really work. It really, really works. So, and they come around as well and they're like, wow, you know, they can see themselves up there. So yeah, it's and also I've got all my thank you cards on the wall as well, as you can see, and a little calendar that tracks my daily QV that I can keep.
So do you have a vision board? If you don't, it's really fun. Like we just said, like just dream and go on Google or Pinterest and really think about it. Make it quite specific to what your written down goals are so that you can kind of manifest them. Kerri, were you going to go through the readings?
Yeah, I can. The secret, again, that is changing my life this week. When Zoe said to do this training, we had to do something out of our comfort zone. I was massive into personal development when I started, but ever since I've had Ellis, I have let it slip. Having 3 children, by the time I get into bed, sometimes the last thing I want to do is get a book out. But this has really massively kick-started me back into it. And if you just listen to it, honestly, the words that jump out are just amazing. You Are a Badass is down here in my books to read, so that's next. The Universe Has Your Back, The Chimp Paradox, Dare to Dream, Work to Win, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. I love that. And also, I've watched this so many times, I'm Not Your Guru on Netflix. So these are just a few that everyone said have changed their business and changed them as people. So these are just a few recommendations for you.
Okay, so we are also touching on goal cards, which Zoe touched on at Region Training, and is actually part of the area boot camp's homework. So we have just been kind of refreshed on this by Zoe, those of us in that boot camp. But the idea is to write down your main goals. So when you've written down your specific goals that Kerri spoke about, and then you've perhaps identified some affirmations, your main goal is what you want to focus on. In terms of Arbonne, it's going to be your next promotion. Let's all put that on there. So the idea is that you say it 5 times a day. So by the end of the day, you'll have said it 25 times. And one of the really important things to do, you've got to feel it and see it. And Kerri was a very good girl and wrote down some figures that are quite interesting. Kerri, can you remember what those were?
Yeah, this is for effective communication. So when you're talking to someone about the business or products, I should have probably said this earlier actually, a lot of people come in when they start in the business, they're so worried and wrapped up about knowing everything. So I found these facts quite interesting. 7%, so when you're talking to someone, 7% is what the words you say. That's all. They only hear 7%. 38% is the way you say the words. So if you're saying them with passion and belief, they'll be more hooked to listening to you than what you're actually saying. You could be saying anything, but if you're saying it with absolute passion and belief, they're going to be listening. And 55% is your body language. So I thought that was huge. So 93% is non-verbal. So it's literally how you're sat. And Zoe's always said this to me, don't slouch forward when you're doing a one-to-one. You've got to sit up with your shoulders back and say it with passion and belief. And they don't care what you're saying. They just need to know that you're in love with it and you love the business, you love the product and you love yourself, and they will follow you. They will follow you. And
see, I think that is key with talking to the universe as well. Because, so when there is something called, I've literally just thought of this, there's something called the power pose, where you stand with your feet kind of hip width apart, shoulders back and your hands on your hips, and you feel the strength in your core. Then you say your affirmations, and it kind of tenfolds them. Actually, when you percentages, that completely makes sense, because that's your body language. You're telling the universe that you're powerful just by the way that you're standing and holding yourself. So don't just say these words and don't make it a chore. Otherwise, Jerry literally said, don't look forward to doing it. And kind of, you can either, Zoe's got her head in the toilet, so every time she goes for a wee-wee, she remembers to say it. Or you can do it first thing, breakfast, lunch, dinner, just before you go to bed. There's your 5 times. So find a way that works for you to kind of prompt you, and then be like, oh yeah, it's goal card time. And enjoy doing it. Put your all into it, because this is so, so powerful. It could change your life. It will change your life.
Right, so sorry, I thought it was Holly. Right, if you can build your belief in these 3 areas, your vision will grow and your business will explode. It is that simple. So we're just going to do something now. So I want everyone to imagine it is the 1st of July. And where are you? What are you doing? Where are you in Arbonne? How much money are you bringing in? What sort of thing? What do you look like? What does your business look like? I want you to really feel the emotion of, how you're feeling and everything like that. Like, really get to grips with it, because this is something that we did. Am I meant to be saying that now, Holly? Mm-hmm. This is that we did at area retreat last year that Holly Zoe kindly paid for us to go to, and we did this as a little bit of a training, and it was absolutely incredible. So Holly's going to talk a little bit more about it now, but I just want everyone to think, so it's the 1st of July, where are you? Because if you've set your goals already, you'll know, because that's in 6 months' time. So where are you in your business and what does it look like?
Okay, so it's the 1st of July. You're all there in your head. We're going to write a letter to our little 1st of July person. You're going to put it in a stamped, addressed, sealed envelope and give it to your area manager. And they are then going to post it to you on the 1st of July. So this letter is going to talk about all that you have achieved last 6 months and how you feel now that it's the beginning of July and you've accomplished all these things. So your letter is going to be written in the present tense. You've got these things that you've already achieved over the last 6 months. What does life look like? How do you feel? How big is your team? What QVs are you bringing in? How much money are you making? What goals have you achieved? How different is your life now than it was on the 10th of January 2017? You need to make the letter as detailed as possible. Get really, really excited about it and feel it and be grateful for everything that you've achieved. I've already written my letter and it made me cry. I was so grateful for all the work I'd put in over the last 6 months between the 10th of January and the 1st of July, and I couldn't believe I'd done it. But because I'd done that, I knew that now on the 1st of July 2017 I can go and do it, and that's in her now, but it's in her possession. Oh, my internet connection is unstable. Can you still hear me? Because that was really powerful stuff.
Yeah, we can still hear
Okay.
you. I just wanted to say as well. Now, sorry, go on, Holly, go on.
No, you go, I'm done.
Well, I just wanted to say, I know this is really easy not to do, yeah, like everything, and it's really easy to do. It won't take you long. Do it tonight while you're all hyped up and you're ready and you're there and you're in the 1st of July. Now, Zoe is amazing, isn't she? I wrote my letter 6 months ago and she remembered to post it to me. Now, when I got that letter the other day, it was the biggest shift in my business. Now, Holly was with me when I opened it, and as soon as I knew what it was, it felt like, I don't know, something just hit me, and I just instantly cried straight away as soon as and then I couldn't talk, could I, Holly? I was trying to read it out loud, and the emotion, because I remember the feeling that I felt when I wrote it to myself. And it didn't matter that the goal that I had set myself, I hadn't hit. It really didn't matter, because I remember now, I look back and I think, wow, how much have I grown in those 6 months? And that to me was enough, that it didn't matter that I wasn't at my goal, because I know in 6 months I will be now. So please, if it's the only thing you do tonight, because on the 1st of July, when you get that letter, you will be so grateful that you did it. And you will be so grateful for the person that posted it to you as well.
So we just wanted to close on kind of our final thoughts about kind of personal development and growing your belief. At first, I kind of thought that doing this topic was a little bit of a cop-out for me, because I'm really into personal development. But I'm into personal development because I knew I needed it. And it's had a major shift on my life and how I am in myself. And I still have wobbles. It doesn't mean that I've flicked a switch and my life is magical and I only see roses. But now I can see when I'm heading down the wrong road, or I sense a negative thought or feeling quicker, and I know what to do to turn things back around. Personal development does not just change your business. It will change your entire, so you and your family are totally worth putting in this effort, because it's going to change your life. It's totally worth it. And so actually for me, doing this training was really important, because I'm so passionate about it. I think I feel like I have to shake you all and say, please, especially Gabrielle Bernstein. I'm so thankful that I found her. She's incredible. If you've not read or listened to any of her books yet, it's quite spiritual, but it really makes you kind of grounded and really think about things. Kerri, was there anything else that you wanted to add on that?
No, well, only if you aren't doing personal development, your sponsor will know that you're not. You can tell who's doing personal development and who isn't. And remember, what is personal development and what is development in your business? So a lot of people think, I've read the Eric Worre book. Well, that's to do with network marketing. That's not growing you, although it's helping you. I'm not saying that, but you need to be doing both. You need to be growing your belief in the business and your belief in yourself and your belief in the products. And the only way of doing all of that is what we've just said in tonight's training. So I thought I really wanted to do this training for me to kickstart my personal development again, because I have taken it seriously and have been listening to The Secret since we decided we were going to be doing personal development. And I do feel now that my goals and vision is so crystal clear that I know where I'm going. So yeah, please all just listen to whichever area you think you need the most help in. Do your vision boards and do your letter. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you all so much for listening. We hope that you got something from it. I can stop the share now.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for your incredible training this evening. It was absolutely brilliant. I loved your sparkly slides. I've taken lots of pictures of the slides. I've taken a photo of the one with the letter instructions on it. And I wrote myself that letter on that date as well. Wasn't quite so impactful to post it to myself. And yeah, just write the letter, get into those. I think for me, yeah, I needed to really put some more emotion into my letter and yeah, just get really crystal clear on that vision and where you want to be and what you see yourself in the future. I was writing lots of notes as you went through that training. That was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I've taken a picture of the letter instructions. I'll pop it onto the Allen region after this call. Even the products, actually, even as a regional vice president, everything in my house is Arbonne. You will not find a non-Arbonne product unless Arbonne don't make it. And there's still products. I was thinking, right, yeah, there's still things on my list that I need to experience. Like I use the Sea Source hair mask. I haven't yet used the Pure Vibrance hair mask. So I'm going to put that on my shopping list and give that a go.
It's the highest PVN of that one, Zoe.
Oh, right.
It's the lowest amount of money. Right. It's like £21.20, I think it is for us, and it's 54 QV. We should have all tried that one.
No, we definitely all need to try it. And apparently, when you're in the swimming pool, you can put it on your hair wet, and it's brilliant. You get beach hair rather than I look like a drowned rat when I come out of a swimming pool with fine hair. So yeah, when we're in Hawaii, we definitely need that hair mask. So yeah, even as a regional vice president, there's things that I don't yet use that I could be using in the Arbonne product. So I'll be highlighting my catalogue tonight. Yeah, I'm Not Your Guru. Anthony Robbins is an incredible film on Netflix. We now have Netflix because of that film. The kids like it, having a bit of Netflix. But yeah, that's an incredible film. Definitely worth a watch from Tony Robbins. It is like, I've been to one of his 3-day seminars, £1,000. You are literally going through his 3-day. I think actually that was you're literally, the cameras are following him through a whole weekend. I think it's a 5-day seminar, the one they follow. And it's as if you're there with them. It's amazing. And it's actually amazing to see the behind the scenes stuff as well. It really will change the way you think about people and other human beings. Chimp Paradox I'm listening to at the moment, which is incredible. Yeah, that's it. I've started writing instructions and writing things I'm going to put in my letter already. That's on my notes. Cool. 3 things going on in the chat. I think there's lots and lots of praise in the chat. Oh, okay. Let's pure out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Laura's
just to say again, just make sure your letter, you put your address, but you put a stamp on it as well, so that your area manager just has to post it. That's all. It's not any cost or anything to them. It's just, they're just going to post it straight away.
Yeah, letter in an envelope with your address on it and a stamp. Laura's going to put her address on the page if you need to send it to Laura to send out to you, if you can't give it to Laura. My central area, you can send it to me. You've got Alison, you can send it to Alison or Helen. But yeah, awesome. Great training, girl. Really amazing training. Thank you so much for stepping out of your comfort zone and delivering it tonight. I know you two have put a lot into this, and brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much. And I will pop the recording out onto the Allen Region page as well, so you can listen to it again. Cool. Right, we'll say good night, everybody. Get writing your letters.
Night.
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 Bye.
Bye.